Hey everybody, Oren from the Dollar Bandits. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Uh, New Dollar Bandits merch by our buddy Sean McMillan available on the T Public page. So please go over and check it out. They're fun for summer, they're fun for any time, and they are awesome looking. So Sean, thank you so much. This morning, got up early. I went to the Stormville Flea Market with my son. He got a whole bunch of Matchbox cars, so he did better than anyone there. I found some comics. Uh, Nothing too crazy there. Everything here paid. I think 10 was the most paid for a book. Uh, and I found some really cool stuff. So let me show you what I got. First, Machine Man #2. Now, all these books I'm showing you about $1 to $2. For some reason, whoever had these books decided to put them in these grocery store produce bags. I don't know why. But we have Doctor Strange #78 with Cloak from Cloak and Dagger. Here's a cool one. DC Showcase number, looks like 50. What a beautiful cover this is. Once I get out of this produce bag, I'm sure it will look a lot nicer in a bag and a board. But boy, oh boy, this is just phenomenal. I had passed by this booth, to be honest with you, because I was just like, I don't know. Them in the produce bags kind of threw me off, but I'm glad I stopped by because it's some really cool stuff. Um, so here's the most expensive one I paid for. This was $10. This is CDC Comics, Cowboy Western Comics, for 10 cents. Now I have to figure out what year this is. If anyone knows, let me know. I had to say it's got to be in the 50s, but that's just a really cool book. I never heard of CDC, Capital Publications, um, but wow. Again, it'll be better when it's not in a grocery bag. Another one I found, another old comic, is from 1954. This is Paul Terry's Comics from St. John. This one has Mighty Mouse, Heckle and Jekyll, Gandy Goose. The damage on top. I mean, it's in rough shape. I paid $4.50 for it, but from 1954, I think that's really phenomenal. These bags really drive me crazy, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why you put them in there. Anywho, 1970 Adventure Comics number 390, Supergirl's Wedding Day. Oh, what a wonderful day it was. And Superhorse's Human Identity. So Superhorse and Supergirl wind up getting together for some reason. That's disturbing on a lot of levels, a lot of levels. Here's another old one. Uh, from Fawcett Publications. This is $5. I mean, it's just falling apart, but I had to bring it home. Don Winslow of the Navy. How cool is this? I mean, this is old school stuff. This has got to be from the 1950s, if not 40s. Um, Once I take it out of this bag, I'm sure it's strong wind will come and blow this thing away. But for $5, I couldn't pass that up. Black Hawk number 250. I'm just a fan for Black Hawk and their 70 suits. Uh, Here's one. I don't really pick up Harvey comics. I know a good buddy of mine. He does. He's has a Harvey Merchium. If you ever check it out, it's really cool to see. He's has everything Harvey. But this is Super Richie Rich #1. Now, I have no idea about Super Richie Rich, if it was a big deal or not. But it's a #1. It was $2. So I figured, why not? Vision and the Scarlet Witch, the limited series. This is #2. The Wizard having a rough day. Invaders #25. This was 50 cents. I couldn't believe this was 50 cents, but it was. Power Man and Iron Fist number 85 for 50 cents. Carl Potts cover. Miss Marvel number 21. Dave Cockrum cover. This was 50 cents as well. All new action in the land of the lizard people. Oh, poor Miss Marvel. But a wonderful cover. Another 50-cent book. Plastic Man number 15. Plastic Man sounds a little too cartoony for me, but for 2 quarters, I'll take it. This book I had growing up. I don't know what I did with it. Now I feel like I'm obligated to try to find the rest of the series, but it's Vision of the Scarlet Witch from the 12-issue limited series. I had this book growing up, and I thought it was just the coolest cover ever. I think it was one of the books that got lost when we had a flood here in the house, but I'm glad to get it again for $1. Superman, Warrior of Mars. Okie dokes. Another Vision of the Scarlet Witch. I guess there was a couple of these series, but this is number 3 with Vision and Wonder Man and the Grim Reaper. G.I. Joe Special Missions number 8. I'm trying to put my Joe collection out there again. I love G.I. Joes. I was off them for a little bit. I'm back now. So finding these are going up in value. It's really hard to find them for $1 or so. But happy to have this. Action Comics number 388. I don't know what's going on with this one, but it seems like this is a red version of the Batmobile, which is pretty cool. Everything else is just pure chaos, but a cool cover. And these books are half off. Fantastic Four number 155, Silver Surfer returns. And Fantastic Four number 108. Here is Mega Man. Again, these are half off. They're probably going to need new bags and boards because it's been through the war. Fantastic Four number 152. Now, this is something I brought up in the group before. I dig, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, I dig the red Fantastic Four outfit on Johnny Storm. I think it's a cool look. And the yellow boots. A lot of folks didn't like it. I think it's sharp, you know. Batman Family, the giant one, number 12. Robin Man-Bat getting his comeuppance with the fresh Robin motorcycle. Old Charlton comics. This was Fighting Air Force. I can't tell you it's from May of one year, but this has to be, I guess, from the 60s run of it. Again, I got good deals on all these. These books coming up were all $1 a piece, which I couldn't believe. This book I have, I just think it's such a cool cover by Bob Layton, but Savage She-Hulk, number 6. Midnight Tales, number 4. Somebody put a hole through it right there, which is probably why it was $1. But still great stories, great art. I don't know if there's Ditko's art in this, but I guess I'll find out. You know what? I have number 1 of this, and it wasn't the worst thing I've read. It's just a strange kind of series. It's from Archie Comics. When I started trying to do more superhero books, this is Man-Tech Robot Warriors. Again, I don't know why I'm attracted to these books, but I find myself buying them. A 2-in-1, which I needed. Number 66, Thing and the Scarlet Witch. This thing is beat up, but as long as the staples are in there and I can read it, I'm happy. Again, this is $1. Another book that I have, but I know it's worth a couple of bucks, so it's cool to have Moon Knight number 13. All right. So I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I've railed against how much these books give me a headache and how I feel like I have a concussion every time I read them. And then I see one sitting there in a box for $1, and I say, don't buy it, Howard. Don't buy it. You're just going to get yourself frustrated again. And then I go back, I'm like, well, it's an older comic. It deserves a good home. So, Omega the Unknown, number 7. I'm sure I'm going to read this and bang my head against the wall. I heard somebody say if you read them sequentially, the story makes a little more sense. You just can't do like a one-off of these. I don't have the time to do all that, so frustration. G.I. Joe number 47. That's a fresh cover right there. Yeah, that's really cool. And he wants out cool covers. Here's another one. G.I. Joe number 43. Dude. Dan Brereton did a version of this that is absolutely phenomenal. If I see him at Turpicon, I'm see if I get a print of this, but it is amazing. One key book here, kind of. It's really banged up. I have it in better shape, but this is Legends number 1, the first appearance of Amanda Waller. All right. This one's got some water damage on it, but still pretty cool to have it for $1. And the last book. I have this book, but somebody put a big fat sticker on it. It's worth a couple of bucks. It's not a superhero book, but there is a market for it. Not like I'm looking to sell, but it does command some money. Pope John Paul II, number 1, in pretty good shape. Like I said, the one I have, I got at a comic shop that had someone put a big sticker. It was like, 3 comics for 99 cents. I guess it was in a retail store. So that's what I got at Stormville today. They had more comics, they had a lot of Silver Age stuff, but the prices on it were, I guess fair or a little more than I was willing to go. But the main thing, I got to spend some time with Buster. He wasn't feeling too good yesterday. He's feeling better now, so I'm happy with that. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful long weekend. If you picked up stuff this weekend, post pictures of it. Let's see. And we will see you soon. We have some great guests. RT Bear episode coming out on Wednesday. You're going to love it. And a Joe episode coming out Friday that I'm really excited about. So you'll like it too. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.